Paul Stanley kept his solo album relatively simple. He produced 5 of the tracks himself, while co-producing the remaining 4 with Jeff Glicksman. Bob Kulick, who had auditioned to be Kiss's lead guitarist before they found Ace Frehley, stayed friendly with Paul and Gene Simmons. He played guitar on most of the record. Steve Booslow played bass on the first 5 tracks, while Eric Nelson played on the remaining 4. Richie Fontana played drums on the first 4 songs, Carmen Appice played on the 5th, and Craig Cramp played on the final 4. Paul said he wrote this song about Carol Kaye, Kiss's publicist at the time, who he was seeing. They were both also seeing other people. That is essentially what the song is about. The production is immediately impressive, especially considering it was Paul's first time on his own. The guitars are powerful and crunchy, and the bass is nice and clear. It's a great riff, and Kulick provides an equally good solo. The song sounds big and epic. It's one of the best things Paul has ever written, and he sings the hell out of it. Written by Paul and Michael Japp, this song was an attempt to capture the sound of Bad Company. Again, the guitar parts are all really great. Kulick, who tragically passed away recently, really shines throughout the record. This song was written by Paul and Japp. Again, Kulick shines with the terrific guitar solo. The musicianship as a whole is great. Booslow and Fontana really nail it. This is another song Paul wrote about Kaye. It's my favorite song on the record. I think it's perfect. The verses are a lot of fun, and the chorus is catchy and memorable. Written by Paul and Japp, this song is epic. I really love this chorus. I wish Paul had tapped into this style of writing more often. The lyrics are amazing and the vocals are fantastic. I also love Appice's drums. They're massive and really fit the song. Written by Paul, this song is super catchy and fun. It's a big and energetic rocker with a great melody. I don't hate it, but it's so cheesy that it hurts. The verses are okay, but the chorus is awful. Paul's really proud of it, but I don't think it works at all. It doesn't fit the record. It feels like an entirely different thing. However, Paul played all the guitar parts, and the solo is amazing. Written by Paul, Steve Lacy played guitar on this track because Kulick was unavailable, and he tears it up. The riffs are great, and his solo is awesome. It's a really fun song with a nice edge. Written by Paul, this is a great closer. There's a nice sentiment to it that I find appealing. I love the song. I love this record. I think this is an excellent rock album. These are some of the best songs Paul has ever written. The guitars are excellent, and Paul nails his vocals. The production is solid, and there's a lot of power here. However, one song holds it back. If it wasn't for Hold Me Touch Me, I would say that this is the best of the 4 solo albums. But that song is bad enough that I rank it under Aces. So of course that was the single. That was not the way to promote Paul's album. And that single kind of created the image and reputation of Paul's album. Everybody judges it for that one song and kind of forgets everything else. Which is a shame because, other than Hold Me Touch Me, this is fantastic rock and roll. Paul's record peaked at number 40, while Hold Me Touch Me peaked at number 46. Paul said that the 4 solo albums sold around 500,000 copies each. The problem is that Casablanca shipped out 1 million of each, meaning that while 2 million records were sold, 2 million were left on the shelf. It was a huge financial disaster for the label. And how did they not see that coming? I imagine most Kiss fans at the time were blue-collar, middle American guys in their 20s, and starting to inch quite a bit younger due to the comic books and merchandise. How many people in that demographic could afford to buy 4 albums on the same day? People picked favorites and bought maybe 2, but realistically only 1. Also, how on earth was this supposed to fix the inner turmoil of the band? They're all full of themselves and fighting and not talking to each other. I know! Let's put them in direct competition with each other. How did they think that was gonna go? The solo albums were another big misstep for the band. Between Peter Criss's dull mess, Gene's inconsistent misfire, Paul's laughable single, and the overshipping disaster, the solo albums are a weird embarrassment that damaged Kiss's reputation and career even further.